TIFU by serving alcoholic dessert to alcoholic. I'm a server at a restaurant. Had a party of 6 today. I asked if they were celebrating and they said, yes. We're celebrating Evie's anniversary. I asked what kind of anniversary and she replied, a big graduation. Quote. She didn't elaborate and I had shit to do. It's our custom to bring a surprise dessert to such guests at the end. So I did. I told her what it was. But not the ingredients. Now I know what you're thinking. Aren't you supposed to list all the ingredients at your fancy pants spot? Sure. If we're not currently swamped. Are they reported allergies when asked at the beginning? Or we actually know all the ingredients? This was a new special and I was unable to attend the information meeting that day due to established obligations. And when I asked a coworker about the dessert, they gave me a flavor profile but were too busy for the details. I came back to a half-eaten dessert a few minutes later and she asked, is there alcohol in this? Quote. Yes, I replied. It's one of the main ingredients. But not in any worrisome quantity. It's mostly just for flavoring. Then she says, I'm celebrating my 1-year anniversary of being clean and sober. The following 4 seconds of awkward silent staring between that entire table and myself felt like 4 years of staring at my grandmother's vagina. God damn it. TL. Dr. accidentally served booze to an alcoholic at her clean and sober celebration. Okay, see you next year for your next 1-year anniversary. Recovering addicts call this a relapse. Anything they do after that first bite is on them. Not on you or your establishment. Isn't the alcohol used in food usually cooked out? So while the flavor, smell might be there, the effects aren't. What was the name of the dessert? I did this once when working at a steakhouse. He asked for an O'Doul's beer. Non-alcoholic. I heard Odell's, which was from a local brewery. He stopped me later and said he was 4 years sober and took 2 drinks. I felt like shit and cried in the break room. He was cool about it in the end and ended up tipping like 35%, but I'll never forget that. It takes 1 bite, at most 2, to register liquor being present in food like dessert. If they were all sober, it should not have taken half a dessert. Unless it was small. For them to realize there's booze in it. And reality is, a trigger is a trigger. Part of being sober is learning to recognize them without acting on them. Taking a bite is not a relapse. It's an honest mistake. To continue to eat something that has alcohol in it and then act surprised that it's alcoholic is a bit suspect. If someone went out and bought a bottle after that dinner, that's on them, not you. They are sitting at a table with people who clearly support them enough to be celebrating a sober anniversary. Sober alcoholics who are actively working on themselves with distance really are not all that fragile. I did the exact same thing when I was waitressing. About 9 to 10 years ago, I served something called Black Forest cake to a table of people from AA celebrating a sober anniversary, which is soaked in cherry liqueur. It's one of my standout, vivid memories from years of waitressing. That said, a sober friend told me it doesn't count because the sober person didn't purposely consume alcohol. Basically, intention matters. So I felt a little better hearing that. F. Not your fault, but still. F. A. It is my shitty opinion that some people who go sober put way too much emphasis on the number of days they have been without, rather than just getting on with life. It's not everyone else's job to abide by your standards. It has been roughly a year since I stopped drinking myself. And if I ate some dessert that had a tiny amount of alcohol in it, I literally wouldn't care. My sobriety isn't based on some goddamn number. It is based on day-to-day realistic living with my goals in mind. Does she eat fruits that are slightly overripened? Oh no. There is ethanol in there. Reset the counter. Drink a health kombucha drink? Oh my god, no. There is 0.3% ethanol in there. Resset the counter This is just like with allergies. If a guest has an allergy or something they can't eat, it's 100% on them to tell you, so that you can handle it properly. If you list the desserts, or give them a menu that lists ingredients, and they don't ask questions or otherwise say nothing, that's entirely on them. In this situation, all you can do is replace their dessert with something else. If I make charcuterie for a guest and ask, any allergies? And they don't specify, and have a fit when I bring stuff to the table that's not safe, that's on them also. Oof up. That's mildly mortifying. I'm an alcoholic in recovery, and had this happened to me I would have laughed it off. My higher power has a twisted sense of humor, and a little stunt like this is right up their alley. But everyone's recovery is different, and some are far more sensitive. It was an honest mistake. Chalk it up to a lesson learned and don't dwell on it. It never occurred to me that alcoholics wouldn't eat anything with alcohol in it. There's wine in so many entrees. What did they tip though? Dumbass shouldn't have told you they were there for a graduation. The alcohol's cooks off. As a person with food allergies, I always ask, always. This isn't the server's fault. How could you not mention alcohol? Especially if it's one of the main ingredients? I feel like most PPL would want to know that. Lol. Could be worse. They could have a sugar addiction as well. I'd rather only cause one relapse as opposed to two. TBF, they were so damn vague with what they were celebrating that you couldn't have known. Depending on how the cake is made, the alcohol is cooked off or evaporates. Sober people should have been able to tell. Some care, some don't.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.